welcome back to Prepper Junkie. Today we are going to go over a very, very, very cool firearm. We're going to go over the Heckler and Koch SP5. All right, so let's go ahead and see what you get with the package it comes. So you do get this nifty little bag from H&K. And if you open it up, so just so if in case you're interested to have these pockets, there's another zip here for another big pocket, and then you have the main kind of pocket here. All right, so let's have a look at the contents and see what comes with it. You get two 30-round mags, which is nice because these mags aren't cheap. I can't remember how much I bought a bunch, and I can't remember how much they were. They were like 60 bucks, I think, maybe 70 bucks. These are German made. Everything in here is German made in Germany. It's nicely stamped. Comes with a sling attachment. And it comes with gun lock, sticker, manual, and what I think is really cool is they do include the sight tool, which is here. So it's nice that that comes with it. It's not something you have to go and buy separate. Side. And of course we have the pistol. Now, just so you know, yours will not come with a little piece of tape on here. This covers my serial number, and I have SBR'd this, so I have some private information on there. That's why that is on there. It comes with your second mag here, and obviously I've added the optic rail and a red dot, which we'll cover in just a second. So we are going to take a nice close look at the firearm. We'll talk about accessories, how it runs, etc., etc. So the firearm is unloaded. This is just an empty magazine. Again, this is your second mag. Put that to the side. Actually, that just kind of leads you in perfectly. It does have the paddle release right here. The paddle release is excellent. It does have a mag release button here. I have not used that at all. I just use the paddle release, and as I say, for changing mags, it works very, very well. It makes it a very smooth transition. So let's start at the back here, and we'll move forward. So your SP5 will come with this very typical back end plate from H&K. So it's very, very simple to remove. It has just this one push pin. Push it through, pull it out like so, and then you can simply slide off the back piece, which is really nice. I do use this German stock here. I ordered this off Gunbroker. I think it was like 550 bucks. It wasn't cheap, but you can. So if you don't want to SBR it, you can go the brace route. SB Tactical does do some braces for this. There's a lot of accessories for this firearm out there. So if you want to obviously put a stock on it and SBR it, you can. And then if you want to go the brace route, you could always use like something like the SBA brace. This one I love because it actually slides in. Whoops, and that's how you take the lower off. Put that back on. All right, so just push this forward until it goes in. Take your pin, push it through, and that is you changed out your stock or your brace, wherever you have on the back there. Super, super simple. Such a great feature. And again, you've seen how the actual lower comes off, which was accidental. So we'll pull that off. Take the stock back off, and we'll slide it. Okay, well, we'll do this since I did it again. So that's how you just simply pull out your trigger pack, and then just slide it back in, and it lines up at the back here. And it's got like a little tab in there to secure it. Slide that back on, a little bump. All right, so we put that back on. At the back here, you'll notice it has a little kind of lip here. You can make an attachment for a sling or something if you wish. Moving along, as I say, this is where your rail's going to push it if you have like a collapsible stock or brace or whatever. This is the rails to go inside. Then we have an ambi safety, which is marked very nicely with the white and red. And as I said, it is ambidextrous, like so. So we've got the trigger here, a little bit of take up, a little bit more, and the brake pretty positive and clean. Got a nice little thunk on the reset. It's not the best trigger in the world, but when firing, I certainly did not notice. I didn't notice the trigger at all. It felt really good to me when I was firing. At the back here, you have the rear sight. Let's see if I can get this on camera here. And you can see that it's got the notches out there in there, so it's kind of like the castle turret, right? So this is the only thing that I wish that maybe HK included, was the drum with the circles. I have one to show you. It's very inexpensive to change out. It's like 40 bucks. And this is, again, this part is made in Germany, and you have the little peepholes. Hopefully you can see that. And as I said, you do have that sight tool that comes with it, which is used to change this out. So you already have the tool to change that part out, which is, again, super helpful. All right. So moving forward, obviously we have the ejection port right here. Like so. Slap it like it owes you money. All right, moving forward, let's have a look here. We'll go to the handguard. Now, actually, we'll skip back here. The grip is very smooth. It's the original. Everything is. The thing you need to realize about this gun is it is manufactured in the exact same plant as the MP5s. The only difference is the trigger pack obviously is not full auto. Everything else is the same as an MP5, which to me is just freaking awesome. So moving forward, I told you you had the mag release here, which I haven't ever used, and you do have the paddle release, which is phenomenal. And then again, we'll move forward to the handguard. It works as the same as the back piece. You just got this push pin, you push it through, pull the pin up and out, and slide it off, just like so. And that is how easy it is to change these handguards. And there is a variety of handguards out there. I do actually really like the one that comes with it. I won't be changing it, but there's nice that you do have options to do that. And what a lot of you also really like, I'm sure, is the fact that these, let me see if I can get that there. Everything is marked DE for obviously Deutschland, for Germany. So everything is stamped as well, which is really cool. So you know it's the genuine article. Back on, and then we'll put the pin back in, and that is your handguard reattached. Moving forward, you do have the front sight here, nice large aperture, little piece inside, little front post. And then we come to the end of the barrel. The barrel is an 8.5-inch Colt hammer forged barrel, machine gun barrel. It's very accurate. It's probably more accurate than I am. And then we move forward to the front. This is a 3-lug adapter. So if you're going to suppress this, you have a couple of options. You can buy a suppressor and that has a 3-lug adapter. I am going to be using the Dead Air Wolfman with the 3-lug. I don't have it with me because it is an NFA jail, so that's where that currently is. But shooting this suppressed, let me tell you, is an absolute pleasure. Even shooting it unsuppressed is ridiculously nice. But shooting this with a suppressor, it felt like I was shooting a 22. Super nice. The Sandman Wolfman, incredible suppressor. Gone through maybe 300 rounds. It is so quiet. Anyway, so you can use the 3-lug adapter, or you can take off the thread protector here. And this is 9mm, you know, so any 9mm thread adapter for a suppressor will go on there just fine. So you can do that. I like the 3-lug. I like the 3-lug because it gets really close to, let me make sure I put this on the right way. I really like the 3-lug because instead of the suppressor sitting like here forward, you know, having this kind of gap, the 3-lug goes all the way back. And I think it just looks cooler too, but put that back on. Okay, let's move to the other side. We'll come back to the charging handle. And so for the charging handle, this is probably the most iconic charging handle in the world. Pull back, push up to lock it. To release it, you can either just pull it, or obviously the more common way, slap it like it owes you money, all right? So the slap technique is probably the most way to do it, I would think, certainly how I do it. Another thing to note is putting magazines in with the bolt closed can be difficult. If you have a full mag, it will not go in. So when you're doing maybe a reload, okay, so the bolt won't hold. The bolt does not hold back on the last round. Okay, so when you're finished shooting, obviously it's going to stay a bit like this. You're going to have to, hopefully it's on camera, pull the charging handle back, lock it up, mag release. You're going to take your magazine for a mag change, slide it in, and then you're going to have to let the bolt go forward to do a mag change. You cannot do a mag change on a closed bolt on this gun, so just FYI. And it does not have the last round bolt pulled open. So you just need to pull it back and lock it up like so. Okay. All right, so let's take the mag back out. And again, it says the ambi safety, so forth. It'd be nice if there was a little cover on here. Again, this is the same as the MP5, but it would have been nice for a little cover. You could just make maybe a little bit of storage. Has a nice little finger groove cut right here, so you can get a little extra purchase on the firearm. And let's move up to the rail. So MP5s were designed a long time ago, really before pick rails were really a thing. And so you're going to have to, if you want to put a pick rail on, you're going to have to buy one and put one on. I have a B&T pick rail mount here, and I don't want to take it off because I have this all zeroed. I mean, I can take this off, but I can't take the rail off. But basically here and here, there's two over protruding parts where these mounts basically go under, and then you clamp it down like a claw, and that's how the rail sticks, if that makes sense. And there's going to be one on this side here and here, and that's how you'll attach a pick rail. Again, there's lots of variety out there of companies that make accessories for this. You won't have a problem finding one. I think I paid $125 for that pick rail, something like that. And then I have an Aimpoint Micro T2, which I just did a video on, and I love the combination because it's so small. It works really well on this setup. Clips right back on. I think I just put it on the wrong spot. No, I didn't. All right, so yeah, I mean, I had a hard time deciding, did I want to use the iron sights or did I want to use a red dot? Ultimately, I've gone with a red dot for now. I actually do really like using this. The front post is kind of a big obstruction in the view going through, but I still really do like the red dot. Either way, I think you'll be happy. So yeah, let's talk about shooting this. You know, as I say, you've seen some range footage, and I've said a few things through the review process here, but it's an absolute pleasure to shoot. I think honestly, it is the nicest firearm I have ever shot. I don't think anything comes close to it. And it's coming down to the awesome engineering. I mean, this gun is like, what, 50 years old? 40, 50 years old? And it's still, it's such an iconic gun too. And you know, for me, like this is the holy grail of firearms. For me personally, obviously if it was full auto MP5, I'd be happier, but since I couldn't own that, this is the next best thing. And shooting it is just incredible. And I think it's the roller delayed system and the engineering by H&K that does that, but it's just a smooth, beautiful gun to shoot. And then you suppress this sucker and it's a just absolute dream gun. So, you know, so yeah, I mean, do I recommend this gun? I think you guys already know that. Absolutely, 110%. If you can afford it and if you can find one, absolutely buy it. I don't think you'll regret it at all. Downsides. So, and everyone's like, you know, you pay for what you get, and I absolutely 100% agree. But a downside for most people is going to be the price. MSRP is about $2,800, $2,900 for these. And currently you're going to be paying that price. I think some people mentioned when they first started coming over, when they were quick enough, they got them for just below MSRP. I paid over MSRP because I wanted to own one of these, and I just couldn't find one in stock. And of course, since I bought one, I've seen two in stock locally. But anyway, that's here now. It's here nor there. You know, so yeah, MSRP is around $3,000, just below $3,000. You are going to probably pay that, or maybe even a little bit more. Magazines are kind of expensive, but you know, H&K mags are not cheap in general. And you know, it's just things like SIG and things like that. Some mags are just more expensive than others, but they're excellent quality. You absolutely get what you pay for with this firearm, as far as I'm concerned. And another thing is, like, when this video is made, obviously a new administration is coming in, and there is rumors that they're going to ban imports again, like this is an SP5 and it's made in Germany. This would be an import. So hopefully that doesn't happen, and hopefully everyone gets a chance to buy one of these. But just be aware of that. They could be very, very hard to get, or they are currently very hard to get, and that could get worse if anything is put in place in the future with regards to imports. So anyway, that is it. Questions, comments, please leave them below. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please do that also. It doesn't cost you guys a dime, but it really helps me out, and I greatly appreciate it. And that is it. All right, folks, until next time, I'll catch you later.